Okay, and I will share the PowerPoint now. Okay, can you see the PowerPoint?
Yes, please, we can.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. So this session will be recorded, and please introduce yourself through the chat function and provide your name and email addresses. Chat is always saved and then it is distributed along with the meeting notes and recording. So it will be useful for, oh, hold on a second. Oh, okay. Wait a second now. I will have to. Okay, wonderful. So you were listening the YouTube recording already. So sorry about that. Okay, and so chat will be saved and presented and recording will be distributed to everyone. So please make sure that you write your email addresses so that you can exchange your emails with each other, okay? So today is the monthly seminar series meeting, which is on Saturday, 10th of July, and between 1 and 2 of UK time. And I am Dr. Renuka, the founder of Global Sustainable Futures Progress Through Partnership Network. And I must say that this network is sponsored, or you can say in-kind supported by UCEM, my university, UCEM, which is University College of Estate Management, where our web pages are published. So today's our activity is like, we will talk about our Global Sustainable Future Network, and I will give you some updates. We will also talk about media conference feedback and monthly seminars series timings. Survey was carried out and we will look at those results. And then we have two talks. One is neo-urbanization planner and designer, and the presenter is Ashish Kelker. And another one is introduction to my work, and the presenter is Aditi Pansey. And then we will have a breakout room, rooms discussion on evidence for innovations. And then we will talk about upcoming opportunities and close. So I am just repeating our network's vision and objectives because I have seen many coordinators have joined and they have been asking me, what are we doing, why we are having this network and so on. And therefore I want to repeat few things. I am sorry, it might be repeated for many other viewers here today, but that is, I need to do it. And so I will be just going through our vision. So through Global Sustainable Futures Progress Through Partnership Working Group, we want to play a leading role in creating an inclusive, collaborative, innovative, and engaging platform for researchers, and especially for early career researchers and like-targeted stakeholders, including startups and entrepreneurs, but supported by experienced senior researchers and business leaders, where everyone can share their research, innovation, visualization, and enthusiasm in parallel to our network success. And therefore, fundamental objective is to create a strong research environment, building a multidisciplinary and multi-sectoral team of endogenous professionals that would be capable of pursuing and utilizing participatory and integrative approaches in solving public and environmental sustainability problems. And therefore, our priorities are empowering and capacity building, fair and inclusive, networking and engagement, and overall having sustainability in all our purposes and value. And I'm not going to repeat here all those things, but you can take your time and read this slide. And therefore, our key focus remains on mobilization and engagement. And here I say mobilization and engagement, not in a traditional way where we just move to other place or go to other place, but mobilization is exchange of knowledge, and engagement, which is where we share our excellence of that importance of engagement, and building a community of practice. And I want that to be spread out from me to you to others. And that is what we want. And create a strong leadership. It is not just me, it is not just our network, but we want to create a strong leadership among everyone who is looking forward to having their own sustainable futures and producing a critical mass of good practices. And that is what our key focus is. And therefore, we do monthly activities, like 3 main activities, where weekly we engage with one SDG through social media. We choose one SDG at a time for 1 week, and then we post some positive news or any other ongoing trends about that SDG. And then secondly, we do monthly meetings such as these, where we engage with strategic and emerging global debates, while the events serve as networking and capacity development as well. And then we thirdly do serious projects and engaging with global issues and target to one or the other sustainable development goal, one or the more sustainable development goals and beyond. So our commitments are to investigate what needs to be changed, and to initiate projects important to build our sustainable society. And we must act as ambassadors of SDG and contribute to research activities of one or more of SDGs, and to engage with various relevant stakeholders, step up, join forces, and build a stable network, having strong mission and mission-oriented approaches, and to go beyond and establish concrete examples of co-creation and co-design solutions. Having said that, today I'm very proud to announce that we have 525 coordinators from 96 countries. It is immense achievement in this 6 months' time. I must say this is 7 months now. So 7 months' time, it is an immense achievement. However, these numbers should not divert us from our objectives. We need to build still more stronger network. And these are coordinators I'm looking forward to engage with. And here I showed this, I have shown this slide before also, and today I want to repeat that we have immense capacity within only these many coordinators. And so if we join our forces, we can do tremendous difference in our visioning or planning of our future. And now I come to the feedback of our mid-year conference. 61 people responded to that survey. I don't know if I must say that Adiyemi helped me doing this analysis, and I don't see here today among us. So I must say thank you to him. He has done this analysis for me. And so I'm just presenting. So 61 people responded to this survey, and 21 said, that means out of these, 21 attended the mid-year conference. 16 did not attend, and 24 wanted to attend but couldn't attend. And the reasons for attending conference were like better knowledge. There were many reasons, but we just categorized among the broad understanding. And so we had categorized because people had written in a different ways, but we got these four main criteria: better knowledge, member active participation in network, or there could be others, and then meet other researchers. So these were the reasons why they attended conference. And I think that is very obvious. Anyone who would like to attend the conference, who attends conference, are some of these reasons, right? And then reasons for not attending were like family issues came up, and internet issues were there. Some of them were new joiners who did not know about it. And some of them already had other engagements, and some were on leave, and some said Saturday is inconvenient. However, overall, what we see that most people who attended the conference were satisfied, which is really good to know. And then we also asked about how they felt about knowledge and information exchange. And most of them were satisfied. Information activities related to network also satisfied. Then networking opportunities also satisfied. And quality of the content was appropriate, okay, satisfied. And then quality of speakers, satisfied, quality of moderators and speakers choreography, satisfied. Actually, here with the choreography, one of the person gave me a personal email saying that you did very well with managing the choreography. And I was also very pleased that we were so many people speakers, and we had everyone participated very actively. So that was very good. Organization of the event, announcement calls and talks and connections, satisfied. The time was appropriate for the event. Yes, those who are able to attend on Saturdays, it was appropriate for them. And many of them have said they will recommend this network to a colleague. And I'm very grateful for them. And if you have not recommended, at least recommend 1 or 2 colleagues. I should say you go for 500, because I have achieved these 500 people. Then you should also, each one should bring 500 coordinators. That is my challenge to you all, okay? And the reasons why they would recommend. And this is also again interesting. Networking has been nowadays very important, and everyone understands the significance of networking. And therefore, I think networking is the biggest reason you should recommend. And the others are like Noble or Eye Opener, wonderful. Research interest, wonderful. And I say that in today's society, each one needs to be a researcher. Because if you are not researching your situation or your decision making, that why you are taking this decision, it is not going to help you move forward for sustainable future. So each one needs to have a research interest. And coming here, I don't think that you need to take everything out of this. But however, if you learn even one point of how a research is conducted, or how you can research yourself, like your situation, and take some useful decision, informed decision, then that would be really great. Yeah, many of them thought that this was very resourceful, so that's good. And there were many other reasons. Someone has, can I ask everyone to mute, please? Okay. Yeah. And so how to improve also? We asked them how to improve. And they said increase participation, welcome. And we'll come to these answers, these things later on. We are going to discuss this. And delegating responsibility, I am very happy to do that. Advanced information, yes, I know I need some delegations here, like people who can help me, so then we can go for advanced information. Organized group, yes, I have already mentioned just on the first meeting, but still no one has come back to me, but we will think a new strategy for that. Have pre-conference meeting, good enough, that is very welcome. Involving career professionals, well, that is also good. Establishing partnerships, yes, and encourage junior researchers. That is like bringing new research. So here again, we have categorized, identifying many different answers, but falling into these few these categories. Now, why did you attend mid-year conference? And here again, networking with participants stood out, and there are other like quality of speakers, networking with speakers, and so on. So these are the good topics, and even because it was online, that also was welcomed by the people. And then we are talking about the conference itself, that what did you feel, that whether that session was good enough or not. And so network update, everyone felt that it was good. Like we asked to rank on the scale of 1 to 3. So that was, well, most of them are 3. So network champions. And here I would like to remind you that we have now all these 1-minute video going on our web pages. So anyone who are interested, still, I think we need to keep on coming, those that why you have started this, joined this network, what do you feel, what do you want to do in future with this network, and so on. These all are very important for us to put on web pages or on LinkedIn or our social media. So please keep them coming, and which would really be helpful. So you are always welcome to do this. At least if we get 4 or 5 every month, we can always update and keep them going. Empowering student, the talk, empowering student for the future by employing sustainable development, was rated 3. SDG demonstration was rated 3 by most of the participants. Plenary guidance also was rated 3. Then announcement about that was also rated 3. Then planting the seeds and gratitude for sustainable corporate social responsibility and the quality of life was rated 3. Then announcement of invitation to the 5th Kharkiv International Legal Forum. If you don't know about this, you can approach me, because I am proposing a panel discussion on this, and so you are welcome to approach me, and we can take from there. And also, sorry about this announcement, you are welcome to go to this conference, because this conference is free for attendees as well as presenters, and we have supported this conference immensely. So you are all welcome to go through this material. You can approach Francio Santos or from Philippines or me to get to this conference. And then we had coordinators responses, that was also rated 3. And importance of attending the conference, that was also rated 3. Then vision going forward was also rated 3. Okay, now we come to the final remarks, that what you felt overall and overall satisfaction. And these are all good words, so I'm not really worried. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving these inspiring and all kind words, which is really encouraging to me and my network as well, like to all of you. However, here we find something brilliant, like and different. So that's why I've put in this different power slide. There should be list of innovations being considered by support for support by members. Inclusive, warm and welcome. Okay, that was again, but respect to diversity, that was liked by everyone's, which was really good. Many of them said about this. Great job so far. Let me know how I can contribute and help better. Wonderful. It was worth participating, great learning moment, but I cannot wait to see our grow and accomplishment. So these are also again very good, but I think this one, the first one is interesting. Now, monthly meetings. So here we come for the monthly meeting date and time. We asked you which was the date and time. Day and time was good for you. Sorry, not date, day. It should be day. It's my mistake, sorry. So we have now got a tie between Friday afternoon and Saturday afternoon. And so we will have a poll now, but let me go through a few slides and we will have a poll. And then secondly, we said that whether you would be happy to attend another seminar, like one more seminar in a month. And many of them have expressed their willingness to do that. Okay, and so, okay. And then we also said that want to present on the monthly seminar, and they said yes. And then we had an ongoing survey for them, whoever wanted to put some project ideas, and we have got many project ideas, and they were related to ideas or talks. And many of them are also related to project proposals, and those also we have got. But they are all in still planning processes. And I have approached everyone, those who this survey. But however, I think this month it was really busy for everyone. So everyone has asked me to say, tell me that they will be coming in August. So let us see how it goes. So now we have a poll here, and I'm going to start the poll. Okay, can you view the poll?
Yes, we can.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And yes, I'm getting the answers as well. Thank you.
Dr. Renuka, this is British time.
Yes, yes, all is UK time. Sorry. So please convert in your own time and think. So it is this same time. It is this one, this same time, 1, 2, 3, like between 12 and 75, 12 and 5, but I will be keeping normally 1 to 3 because that I think that's the best time because that was already surveyed before many times. I think this is UK time, but I've not particularly separated from 1 to 3 or 3 to 5 or so on, but it will be 1 to 3. Okay, so let us be clear here. It will be 1 to 3. Okay, so I will stop. Only one has not voted. If anyone want to vote, please vote. Okay, I will stop now. So we have got these 15 have voted out of 16, and we have got 73. But let me see whether I can show the results. Yes, share results. Share results, and probably I can share results. Can you share the result? Can you see the results?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Right. And can you see now?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, okay, thank you. So stop share results.
So it will be Saturday.
Yes, so it will be Saturday afternoon. And now we have another one. So another one is talking about the week of the month. Generally, currently we have second week of the month. And so we also want to know whether first, second, third, fourth, which week is preferable by everyone. Still two people have not voted. So I think 15 of them have voted. And therefore, okay, let me end the poll and share results. It is second week, so current time is good enough. That is what it shows. Okay. And now I will launch the another one, which is this, that if we have 2 meetings, then which one is preferable? First and second week, second and third week, third and fourth week, first and third week, or second and fourth week, or first and fourth week? Okay, 2 of them have not voted. Okay, only one, I think one person is without monitor or something, and therefore they cannot vote maybe. So yes, all right, and I will end the poll and I will share the results. And it seems that this week, second week, works very well with everyone. And if we want another meeting or event, then we can go for fourth week of the month. So this is what I appreciate other people's, views, that we have to go with the majority, and therefore we will keep this second and fourth week. However, anyone who is interested to listen, we always have the video recording, and we also have live, so you can be anywhere and you can watch this. Okay, so I think we'll go for second and third week afternoon between 1 and 3 as usual. Okay, sorry, second and fourth week. And thank you very much for these responses. And so now we will move forward. And now I will welcome Ashish Kelker to give his talk. And Ashish is an architect and planner by profession. He has 19 years of experience in his field. He is a licentiate member of the Royal Town Planning Institution and a member of the Town and Country Planning Association, both from the UK. He's also a member of several professional organizations in India. After completing his post-graduation from the University of West of England in 2017, he started his company called the Urbanism Planners and Designers. He took up a company initiative for school-going children, aim of education to become a better citizen. As an extension of his work, he has wrote a paper, Relationship between People and Urban Planning. So today he will talk about this paper and the abstract. So please, I welcome Ashish to take over the floor. Ashish, do you have any slides to share at all?
No, I don't have any slides.
Okay, then please carry on with your talk.
Yes. This paper.
Or you want to just keep this slide, or
No, just keep this slide. That's good enough.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So thank you, Dr. Renuka, for having me over here, and I really appreciate your efforts. This conference is where the paper has been accepted is international conference, which is going to be held in Doha. This is organized by International Society for City and Regional Planners. The conference is called 57th ISOCA World Planning Congress. And I plan to talk the paper talks about the cultural values of people reflecting in it, and how planners contribute in doing so. So it also applies to sustainability part in the it also applies to sustainability part. And in this paper, I have also talked about land use development and how land use development is taking care of the planning part and builds new relationship between the people who are living in the city, and how they are benefited from the planning of the physical planning of the city, and how different kinds of policies are designed accordingly to develop the plan further. So this is all about my presentation.
Okay, thank you very much. And
thank you.
I wish you all good luck for that.
Thank you.
Completing your paper, and we'll soon see the publication. Thank you very much.
This conference is going to be in November month.
Sorry?
This conference is going to be in November month.
Yes, of course, of course. By that time, you will complete your paper, and we will see in publication. So is it to offer you a free conference proceedings?
Yes.
Right. Yes. So we look forward to reading that. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you.
And now I invite Aditi Pansey from India, and she has very recently joined our network, and she was eager to share her work, and I welcome her. Is Aditi here already?
Yeah, hi ma'am. Hello everyone.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
She's going to share her work as an intern. She's working as an intern, and she shared with me, and I was impressed, and I thought it is very good for people to know. And so she's going to share her work and talk about her past projects and whatever she was involved in. So Aditi, now please take the floor.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. I would like to share my screen.
Okay, I will stop and you can share.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Aditi Pansey from India. I'm currently interning at an NGO called Conservation Action Trust based in Mumbai. Also here at Greenpeace India, I would like to elaborate a bit on my role. So my current role is basically I maintain dashboard of all the documents published on the government website. That is the secondary role. The primary one is that I draft comments on the draft notifications published by the government, especially related to the eco-sensitive zones that was recently published by the Supreme Court of India. It was a rule that around 10 kilometers radius of eco-sensitive zones should be there around every protected area that is there in the country. So basically the idea behind this is that all the activities of the villagers or human interferences that occur on the boundaries of the forest that lead to the disturbance of the wildlife and all the living organisms in the forest. So that's why this 10-kilometer radius buffer zone is given, so that all the like cutting of woods for cooking or some very minimal activities that would cause minimal harm to the environment would be allowed in these areas. and no protected area would be harmed. So the problem with the national parks and wildlife sanctuaries here today is that even after the Supreme Court's order of 10-kilometer radius, they are only the state governments the state governments are allowing only 0.5 to 1 kilometer areas as eco-sensitive. There are various reasons to this, because the various businesses have purchased lands just after the protected area ends. And also the villages have settled down exactly after the end of the forest area. So all these pressures have led to the reduction of the ESG to such a tremendous level. So we basically write comments proposing the government and explaining the harm that it would cause, the reduction in the ESG would cause to the forest and the wildlife. So that's how basically we try to convince how important it is to safeguard that ESG. And I work with my seniors to stop any illegal poaching, construction, or mining activities occurring in the forest areas. I've had an opportunity to attend several public hearings for various projects and industries that come up that require the clearing of forest or trees. One such recent public hearing was about Deonar dumping ground. It is a dumping ground in Mumbai, which has around 2,000 metric tons of waste per day being dumped in that area. So the proposal was that they are bringing a waste to energy plant in that area, which basically would require clearing of some mangrove also in the coastal region. So it is all right. Waste to energy plants were considered good earlier, but today they've been banned in various countries because they release various byproducts such as furans, dioxins, which are carcinogenic to humans. So such plants shouldn't be brought in the country, and awareness is lacking. So I got an opportunity to put forward my views about it and did not support it. So these are certain various activities that we do in the NGO. Along with that, I have come with while dealing with the problems, I came across some very recurrent problems that I came across during my work was poaching and trafficking of wildlife, like body parts of animals and all that. Then stone quarrying, mining activities, even after various comments from the environmentalist, green signal is given for such projects. And why is that? I need to find a reason for that. Then clearing of forest cover for monetary benefits, and all these things are overpowering. Raising voice, then a man-animal conflicts due to grazing of domesticated animals by the nearby villages. So the wildlife and predators, they go after these animals by smelling them, and then they enter the villages, and then they destroy the crops, and they kill the animals because they've destroyed. One such recent incident was killing of the elephant in Kerala. So all such things are really bad, and it somehow, directly or indirectly, the humans are responsible for it. So yeah, so that is all about my internship in the NGO. Volunteering, Greenpeace. I've very recently joined Greenpeace India, and I'm proud to be an active member of it. Recently, I have been working on a campaign called Circles of Solidarity, which basically aims at obtaining farm produce from the farmers carrying out sustainable farming. So in order to promote sustainable farming, we only buy from farmers who carry out sustainable farming. And we distribute these ration kits among the needy and the communities and families who are worst hit by COVID-19 pandemic. So this is all about the recent project. And education, I've completed my master's degree recently in zoology from Christ deemed to be University in Bangalore. And until bachelor's, I was in my hometown, that is Nagpur, Maharashtra. Then project, during my summer internship, there were two projects that I worked on in my master's. So I'll give you a brief idea about what I did. So this is about basically a comparison between the efficacy of chemical and biopesticides on a very common pest in the fields, that is whitefly. Bemisia tabaci is its scientific name, on brinjal crops. So on brinjal crops, these whiteflies cause a great menace to the crops, and that's why I tried and compared the efficacy of both chemical and herbal ones. So by monitoring, there was weekly monitoring for over a month about the effects. Like there were control groups, herbal and chemical pesticides were sprayed on different plants. So what basically at the end of the project, I realized that even though chemical pesticides were very good at killing the pest, they were non-specific in nature. They used to kill all the insects and animals that would come in contact with the plant, along with reducing the yield of the plant. Whereas on the other hand, the herbal pesticides and also the chemical ones were very short-lived. After a week's time, we would have to spray it again. It wasn't very effective. But for biopesticides, over 2 to 3 weeks, the effects stayed, and it selectively kills the whitefly pest. And also it increases, it has like, since the herbal like plant, what do you call it? Plant extracts were used to make the biopesticides. So it also enhanced the growth instead of deteriorating the plant yield. This is my observation. Then my master's thesis was about the nano pollution that is caused by the nanoparticles in the water bodies released by industries such as textile and cosmetic industries. And I checked the effect of chitosan cap, that is biologically synthesized nanoparticles, on the fish. And the fishes then were exposed to chitosan cap silver nanoparticles, and two effects were observed, that is on growth parameters and on stress parameters. So how the growth was observed, their weight and length was taken for a period of 30 after exposure to both chemical pesticides are used and these chitosan cap silver nanoparticles. On the other hand, stress parameters were observed by taking measuring the amount of stress enzymes in the fish. So my basic observation was, as the days passed and the concentration was increased, the concentration of nanoparticles, more harm was caused to the fish. So the rate of growth in fishes was reduced tremendously. And in stress enzymes, the reduced glutathione and glutathione peroxidase, catalase, superoxide dismutase, these are some of the stress enzymes in the fishes and also all of us. So when the increase in nanoparticle concentration was given, that is with higher concentration of nanoparticle, exposure to higher concentration as compared to the control. So this also led to the disturbance, and some of them died due to the stress. So I'd like to sum it up, that this project indicated that any exposure to any kinds of nanoparticles that we release knowingly, unknowingly, or unprocessed plant effluents that we release in the water bodies can cause so much harm to the living organisms. And my area of research is focused on the fish. So if one fish species can go through so much, imagine what other organisms would be facing. So yeah, that was my second project. That's all. So thank you. You can contact me for anything. If you have any questions or anything on the mail.
Thank you very much, Aditi. Thank you. It was very, very interesting projects like you shared with us. And
Thank you, ma'am.
if anyone wants to ask any question, I think Rosalini might have a question. I don't know. So let me see. Rosalini?
Yeah.
Else?
I don't speak English.
Not to worry, Rosalini.
That's okay.
You can write down on the chat, and it is your like, she works within this field and she's eligible. So probably you two can engage with each other. Definitely, she won't be able to speak.
Definitely. I've
Because
left
with
my
the
email ID. Yeah.
Google Translation, we always keep on chatting, so that is fine.
Yeah. Can I get your mail ID? I'm
she has already written probably.
Okay.
Okay. And she can write again. Rosalini, write your email ID again. So she can understand English, but it is just like me. I can understand Portuguese, but I cannot.
Yeah.
So we are a bit constrained, but however, Google Translation works very well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having presenting this.
Thank you, ma'am.
Various projects are really good, and you are doing very well with that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, so now I will share and continue. Okay. And so now we have breakout room. So we come, sorry. Yeah, all right. Never mind. I don't understand why I have done this. Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, so this slide came afterwards. So sorry, there was a big mistake here. So now we have come to our brainstorming session, evidence for innovation. And what I have done here, let me go this way, sorry. So the discussion points are what you understand by evidence for innovation. Any literature you might know, you should exchange with each other or tell each other. What key stakeholders you would like to have when you are doing any sort of research with this evidence of innovation? What are the key indicators you might think you will have to consider? And what type of team you might be forming to do this? And would you be able to help anyone who is doing this to write a project brief? So this session has this idea came to me because we had one call just now called Evidence for Innovations. And it was difficult for the people who wanted to put the project brief to understand what was needed, because they came from the business point, they came from SMEs, or they were from the organization point of view. And not many researchers were engaging. And so I thought, why not we brainstorm this session, this topic for a while to understand how we should go about it. Okay. And finally, there are these are the breakout rooms, and I have tried to assign, but I suppose many of them are not present today. And so probably we will have to open only, let me see who are present. So can anyone tell in the chat if they are present out of this number? Like, is Charles present today? Charles, Teck Bahadur, Khalid, Robin, Suresh, Maukar, or Amos? I don't believe any of them are present. Okay. So what we will do, James, yes, James, and finding solution to their problems is the need of the hour. Okay, sorry, that's the, all right. So maybe then we will keep an open session, because I thought, so yeah, we will not take this idea of going for breakout rooms, and I will stop sharing, and probably we will spend some time discussing. Okay, so let me just go on a gallery view, and yes. So let me go back to my questions here and ask you the questions one by one. Right. Okay, let me ask you one question, like what do you mean by evidence for innovation? So here there are two terms, innovation and evidence. So can anyone tell me what you mean by evidence for innovation? Any idea will be welcomed.
Yes, good, Herman. I think innovation systems, and you can have testing already 2 or 3 times, and you have the test results 3 times nearly the same. And I think it's clear to say that the system is working with that kind of end results.
Thank you, Harman. You are talking about laboratory work, right? Like if you have already tested in the laboratory or with the control measures. And
yes. And then controlled by a third party who are independent about the results.
Yes. And do you mean quantitative results only, or it could be qualitative as well?
Both is possible, I think.
Yeah. Right. Yes. And from my reading, I understand. Yes, Emmanuel, do you want to speak?
Okay, thank you, Doctor, for the platform. I'm going to share a few things, though I'm not really experienced because I already know I'm doing my BSc. I just finished, I'm finishing this week, BSc Renewable Energy. So talking about innovation, experiments before we innovate. Okay, so doing my, how do I say, before I did my projects, end of project defense, I had to do study and simulation of or realization of a microinverter for photovoltaic. So before I can start this, I need to make research. I need to work on prototypes. Okay. Before I can make the inverter itself, I had to work on what we call the breadboard to see if all the electrical component works. So that is the qualitative. I need to know if the electrical components are quality enough for me to generate the PWM or the pulse width modulation. It needs to work, meaning I have to work on the experiments to see that everything is appropriate before now I can make the realization. Even with that, going to, let's say, installation of a wind power. Okay, the environment that we need to install the wind power need to be studied for 2 years using the anemometer to study the direction of the wind, to see if we install the wind power, it's not going to impede on the movement of air animals like birds, because the wind power, they are really tall and huge. You need to study the environment, and if it is appropriate, are we going to have enough power? Are we going to make sure that there are people that are not going to suffer from the installation at that place? If it all works, before now we can make the installation. So that is how I understand with my few knowledge I have. Thank you.
Okay. I believe with these two examples, I would say we can, I have read that we can have incremental innovation and radical innovation. And probably what Herman is saying could be as like incremental innovation. So we have a system, say for example, logistics system, transport system. We have that system, and mainly we have men as a driver. But if we want to introduce gender equality, introduce women in that, then there is a slightly deviation from our traditional system. And therefore, whether this will work or not, and if we want to see that, then it is called a type of incremental system in some way, like in some context. But it could be radical system also when there is zero women in that industry. But if we are talking about UK, and if we have already few ladies already female drivers, then it might be incremental system to look at what difference it might be doing with another aspect of those involvement of gender. Whereas in another country where there is no gender involvement, like inclusion of gender, then there could be a radical innovation. Now, when you are talking about your wind power and you are talking about the study and all that, I think that comes into radical innovation, because and probably that is also it is an innovation, but it is also a research type of thing, that because it is going to be a big project and so on. In the sense of you have to make sure how it is going to affect other systems, right? And therefore you need to take all these data. Now, my second question is, like, is there any literature out on innovation? Like innovation, just now here we hear in several contexts, and we see in various publications or medias and all sort of things. So we need to first understand what is innovation. And therefore I say that even changing slightly the use of it, making it more efficient, that is incremental innovation. And probably we are looking at incremental innovation, and incremental innovations are not risky as well. Probably they are less risky than the radical innovation, because incremental are like going from the main system slightly deviated. So we are not losing all the aspects of the main system, but we are just taking it towards more efficient or more sustainable state. And that could be thing that say that it is useful. Anyone want to add here?
That would be less risky, huh?
Yeah. And then radical innovation probably would be really risky, and therefore we need to go through this laboratory work, and a long time we have to take the studies and so on. Now, think of any sort of innovation, what are the key stakeholders? Give me a common groups of stakeholders who can be in innovation.
I think network like us.
So public,
yeah.
Or the system users?
Yes.
Yes. Then who else?
They are kind of external, but internal can be the people who are actually doing the experiment.
Yes. Yeah. So who should be there? Yeah. Anyone? Yeah, Harman.
Researchers.
Yeah, I think business owners, and I think also the government must be a part of it. And I think, and I hope that also universities are involved by the testing, because then you can test it extra, because the student can do extra work, and then you can provide the results of the outcome.
Yes. So our all systems are run by businesses, right? Like businesses are the core to any system. Food industry or your water industry or whatever you can say, like food, water, home, all. They are run by industry, right? Industry people. So one group should be industry, who is trying to achieve that results of innovation or take advantage of that innovation. And then there should be market or the customer or the users. We have to take their their perspective as well, to understand whether this is really needed or whether they will accept, or after having the results, we can propose to them and test those innovation there. Secondly, government. Government is very important because if the overarching policies are not pushing, then no one is motivated to do that sort of innovation. And who else? Investors. I think investors are the main player as well, because without having money to invest into that innovation, I don't think we are going any forward. And the researchers play a very big role, as Herman said, about identifying the evidence. That is, whatever the laboratory work or whatever, that is trying to find evidence for that investment or for that innovation. So I think main groups are these. I don't know if I'm missing one. I think Ernesto has his hand raised. So Ernesto, please.
Hi, good morning. Good day, everyone. I'm Ernesto from Ottawa, Canada. I just would like to share, because we're discussing about innovations, and in my university right now, in St. Paul University.
Can I stop, Ernesto, you here? Why we are not seeing your face today?
Oh, you want to see my face? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just hiding on the nice summer scene in our place. Anyway, so thank you. I just would like to share that our university, being a innovative university in St. Paul, have a specific course from diploma to undergrad to graduate until PhD on social innovations. And as they describe it, if you are interested, the School of Social Innovations focuses more on discovering new ways of solving social problems. It's new ways of solving social problems such as poverty, discrimination, and climate crisis. So that's the focus. That's why I'm trying to, it's a combination of social sciences and other fields in different disciplines. So it's more of an interdisciplinary approach in research, focusing on social innovations, prescription for improving the delivery of services to the community. So they are offering innovative workshops as well online, plus the internship, and even you mentioned management and business, right? So they are even offering ideas on social enterprise, so that it's included in innovation, and how to link and partner with the public or private sector. And so that's the idea that covers innovation, innovative approach in their course or discipline. So I just want to share with you. So if you're interested to know more on innovations and social innovations, you might refer to our website, the University of St. Paul, Ottawa.
Okay, you can write down, Ernesto, you can write down in the chat, please. So that would be remaining with them. Okay, I want to invite here. Okay, Ashish, you can go next. But I would also like to invite Restunag here, who is from Indonesia, and he has a very good story to share about innovation, and I would like to invite him as well. But first I can allow Ashish to speak, and then we can go by to him.
I think innovation is something like research itself. Because in research, we find out the one step ahead that is happening toward right now. So I think innovation itself is like a research.
Exactly. Innovation is research. Definitely. I would say that it is a research. But we also need to understand the society and their needs, isn't it? And therefore, it is very essential part of research forms a very essential part of an innovation. Yes,
Sure.
Renak, I don't remember your name, but you did share a story with me about your biodiversity and having like changing the living of your people there where you were working. So can you please share that story?
I am my specialization is in renewable energy, ma'am.
Sorry?
In renewable energy, like solar cell and wind turbine.
All right, I must be mistaken then. All right. So where are you from?
I am from Indonesia.
Okay. All right. But you did share me anything a few days ago or not?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I met someone from Indonesia and he a very good story. And he looked very similar to you.
Yes.
Not to worry. Thank you. Anyone else want to speak about now here? Blessing, do you want to speak?
Hello, everyone. How are you?
We can hear you. Please carry on.
Sorry, I came in a little bit late. I thought maybe the program is going on. I'm a PhD student here in Ghana at the University of Cape Coast, specializing in integrated coastal zone management. Yeah, we do a lot of coastal erosion, risk mitigation, and integration of hard and green nature-based solutions to coastal erosion management, and also some marine ecosystem conservation and some restoration. We're still at the beginning of the project, so not much from me at the moment, but it's good to be here. I feel proud to seeing everyone from all over the world contributing to this great topic of sustainability and managing climate risks. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Anyone want to share any views here? Yes, Ernesto. You are muted, Ernesto.
I would like just to share with you an information. I had a meeting with the Seattle, Washington, USA meeting with the group of, what do you call this? Geology in public interest, which are also focusing on sustainability. And I am inviting them to partner with us. And their specialty and well-known books and publications is on landslide, geology thing, landslides and flooding and denudation of forest. And they're asking if the group is interested in joining with the group, because this is also this is a very young group, 2015. They started 2014 after the Rio conference, I think, and the geology groups from the United States and worldwide consultants get together and form their own group in geology, and they call themselves Geology in Public Interest. So their mission is really very simple, to enhance and expand application of geoscience in service of the common good and to aid in local and regional efforts to advance resiliency and sustainability, which is, I think, parallel to our mission as well.
Yes,
Because
that would be very brilliant. It would be a great to have them. Please, like we can have a meeting, how they want to join us and so on, and
yeah,
forward it. Yeah, please write
definitely.
me all the details.
I'll send you the basic info and we'll set up a meeting with you and probably some of the interested people, especially that they are not reaching the African side.
Right.
Because they are more on the North American, the Central Americans, and I think halfway to the Pacific, but not reaching the African nations as well.
So our platform
are,
is quite interesting for them. So yes, and we are also interested in joining
yeah,
people.
so they are inviting us to form a collaborative efforts on geology for
Sure.
sustainability and resiliency. And they have very good books and studies and good consultants on their list. As a matter
Brilliant.
of fact,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And now I think I will stop this, but everyone, I will request you to go home and think of evidence for innovation, because this is the most needed now in research. Why we are doing research? Research is for, and why we need innovation. We have all many things with us now due to our all these development pathways which we have achieved. Traditional pathway, though they are so unsustainable, but they have given us several skills, processes, and projects, and products and services. But these services, products, and everything needs to be changed towards sustainable. And therefore, we need very good innovation in them. Even at a micro level, we need innovation, even in our home, to make the decision that how we innovatively try to purchase something or to eat something and so on. And therefore, have a look, think how you can be an innovative person and how you can contribute to sustainability of your future and to others' future. And so this is a very big, very significant topic to understand. So I would ask you to go home and just think of this. And if you have any ideas, do write me and we can collaborate later on if you want. Now, my initial thing to do a breakout room and to bring these people in the talk was that I will share you one screen and probably you will understand the reason I did today. And so let me just show you. So here, you know, we had this sustainable business tourism proposed by Khalid Mohammed in Bangladesh, and which is very similar to sustainable logistic and women empowerment. And also we had another person proposing here, logistic and transport impact analysis innovation, or impact analysis innovation in education. So I think these are what they are looking, that what will happen to the transport industry if we include gender in there. That is, if women take up the roles here. Another was sustainable agriculture. Again, most of the farm owners are male in many of these developing countries. And there we need to change the scenario so that women get empowered with that. And we need to give them skills, how to impart skill and training, and also an understanding to those male participants to encourage women to be their partners in the agriculture. So these are some of the issues which needs to be addressed, where many of them, like disaster risk reduction, there also, I think male participants are already like playing their role. But we have to understand that women and like female participants, in the sense of women and girls, need very big help there when there are disasters and or disaster crises. And we need to understand their perspective, and therefore we need to include them into our decision making, so that we can offer the policies and the help which would be inclusive to women. So these are few things which I already got an interest from our coordinators, and therefore I wanted to discuss them. Now, children malnutrition, and this specifically looks at the how we can encourage children to have a better food habits. And therefore also it will impact into the agriculture side of this, that how we can grow better food or variety of the food or crops that can help children have nutrition better. Also how we can provide them cheap food or variety of food that can allow them to grow healthy. So all these things, and here specifically with face mask usage also, we have seen that gender sensitivity is also important. So we saw, I got this interest, and therefore I thought that it would be helpful for all of us to think what are the societal needs at the moment and have a look and have a discussion. Okay, now I will move forward with my presentation. And I will share my screen once again. And so I will look at some future opportunities, which possibly I have already given you an email, but if you have not come across the email, then please have a look here. FAME Lab Climate Change Communicators. This is especially for, you can see here in the second point, that this competition is open for individuals who are in low income country or medium income country. And there are specific countries here written here. And these people can get into this competition and FemLab Climate Change Communicators. And I believe I've not gone through several details of it, like full details of it, but I believe you have to present a 5-minute video or something like that. And so please have a look. It is very interesting. And it is, you know, if you just even take part in it, it's good on your CV and other things. So, and it is also because they organize team and other thing, it is always good to understand people's perspective when you engage with them. I believe there is also some type of age constraint here, and maybe all of, like, I don't know, but please have a look. It is very interesting. Secondly, innovation for African universities, but this is only for UK universities and African universities. And in Africa also, they have selected only 4 countries. However, you can go and have a look. I have put a link here. And so please have a go and look if it is interesting to you. Okay. And then we have knowledge frontiers. This is very interesting again. But however, here you have to be from the UK university, but you can engage with other universities. So if you are interested, put me a link and I can forward it to the UK participants here, and probably you can think of some type of, you know, engagement here. So these are few. And finally, I come to the topic would you like to see in future? This is a part of our survey which we carried out. And here these people, whoever has responded, have given us a very interesting feedback in the sense of to what we should cover in future. So some of the answers here I have written, responses I have written from them, which is research based through specific fundraising goals to grants, funding opportunities for PhD fund, travel grant, and so on. Then emerging research and training skills for early career researchers. Then sustainable development goals for kids, STEM, greenness, and school health in developing countries. Then importance of digital innovation and IT and AI applications to increase sustainability. Nature-based solution to integrate with infrastructure development and economic growth or growth model. Education for sustainability, sustainable innovation and economy, research articles and sustainable development practices and sustainability transitions in society-oriented scenarios, water, food, energy, and waste nexus. And then this is again very important and interesting to me: circular economy, climate change, renewable energy, regenerative agriculture practices and restoration, tourism, gender equality, poverty eradication, ethical responsibility, human-centric concept, more and more dialogue between North and South, resilience, the participation of business sector and international bodies, focusing on challenges that are conceptual, more civic and political than technical, institutional capacity, judicial neutrality, informational transparency, social spaces for enlightened civil engagement are the main factors to deal with the dynamics that create and sustain lock-ins and barriers to change. Transformative changes should be supported by an international network of sustainability leaders, scholars, academians, students, youth movements, community groups, activities, policymakers, and practitioners. And here I end this my presentation, but I want to tell all about this now, that you must remember my PowerPoint slide, which I showed you with all the SDGs connections and how big capacity we have. We have loads and loads of capacity, but we are not making it fruitful or streamlining. You are knocking at one door and I'm knocking at another door. It is something like that. So please, whatever comes to your mind, whatever you are also doing, along with what you are doing, you can share with us. And that will be, you don't have to spend an extra time for this network. You have to just share what you are doing. And I think Aditi did a very good example for that. Ashish made a good example here. Whatever you are doing, share with us and engage with others to make it more multidisciplinary, more transdisciplinary, and more capacity building, like making and reaching our own platform. You all should take your own responsibility, just as I am doing. It is not my network, it is our network. Keep in mind that it is your network and you need to continue contributing here. And if you contribute in the same way I do, please approach me, because I have approached several times. I keep on writing in my emails as well that whoever wants to put a talk or project forward, please join us or tell me, please meet me. But I have got very less response to that. Whereas on other side, these responses say that we have to do many things. And so you are the part of the network. So take an opportunity to do that. I have seen few coordinators taking advantage. And I have heard stories that when they just tell that I am a part of a network which has 500 coordinators from 95 countries, the whole scenario changes for him. And so you should be proud of this thing. And that is what I would say. And finally, let me tell you just one thing, which I also need to show, because that has been a very good development on our side to make the projects work. So let me show that. Here. Many of you are already introduced to this Basecamp, but many of you are here who don't know even about Basecamp, that we own this Basecamp. And I must say, I'm not owning this Basecamp, but here, Institute for Engineering is, sorry, I'm very, I can't read. This is in Swiss language, but it says Institute for Engineering, and a person who is our coordinator has donated us this. He has shared a full professional account with us to work on projects. Okay, and therefore I have this all. And now you can see this. We have already have Strides project, which I am leading, and I have these my teams here, which is Stride Project Zero here, who is doing systemic review, who is doing methodology, position paper, theme 1, theme 2, theme 3, theme 4, theme 5. These all are my teams within my project, and they are doing all publication. We are developing 8 publications in one go within 6 months' time. And we are about 34 researchers who have joined our interest to create this project and co-create and co-design and doing it. And it is a wonderful experience. We all are learning from each other. And therefore I want, and there are some other projects now proposed to me whom I'm looking partners, and they are also looking for partners and other things like that. And it is so beautiful that, let me just explain one thing here. Like, for example, let me just click on this. And you can see that only we two own this space. So there won't be any problem. Like, if you are forming a team, only team will own this space. You can put all your documents and file together. You can create your calendar, what to do and what to not to do. And there is a message board where you can put your message boards, and it goes to team immediately, and it remains there so that you do not lose any track of your messages. Then this is instant again, chat up type of thing, and you can schedule and you can forward your email, and there are some automatic check-ins as well, like it is all. And from here you have this team activity and see what we have done every day, what we have exchanged. Our messages are also here, and we can keep track of everything. And this is the person, Professor Hendrik N, who has donated us this Basecamp. And so thank you very much, Hendrik, if you are listening to this, and we are very grateful to you. And so this is what I wanted to share with you, so that you know that your project will remain safe. Sorry, I will stop sharing this. Your project will remain safe and confidential here. And whenever you are ready with your publication, you can publish. And so I will end my talk and I will stop the recording. And so stop. Thank you.